somebody may ask, what is the Legacy Award? And the Legacy Award is presented to an individual or individuals of the Springfield community who demonstrates a strong passion for community, exemplify superb qualities and professionalism, and serves the community with a positive attitude. To our honorees, you have clearly demonstrated the outstanding qualities that the Stone Soul recognizes as key elements to build a stronger community. So again, we salute you all to the honorees. First we have Andrew Arcade. Richard M. Johnson. Nicole D. Coakley. Ronald J. Brace Sr. Elder Willie J. Naylor. And then last but definitely not least, Gerald J. Griffin Sr. Up first, we'll have presenter Ronald Brace Jr.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for showing up today. It's a very intimate and special crowd we got here. I guess you see everybody wasn't invited. But as it comes to my father, there's no better person. I would love to be half the man that he is. I'm glad to have him, and I just admire everything he does. I like the way he's so committed to Jay Griffin. He's there every day up at 41 Cold Street. We got the peanut gallery going every day. We's up there just hanging out and taking these, that's all support. So Dad, I love you, and you are one of a kind. There will never be another R&B senior. Ever, 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 ever. Thank you.
Up next, we'll have presenter Karan Tyler. Hey, cuz.
Hey, how you doing, cousin?
Good.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here to talk about somebody who definitely has made a mark in my life. She was born in 1944, and she passed away in 2024. She lived across the street from us on Quincy Street, the famous Quincy Street, y'all. You know, she went to DeBerry School. She went to the famous Buckingham Junior High School. And then on last, she was a Red Raider. You know, High School of Commerce, 1964. You know what I'm saying? So all I got to say is this. We grew up together, then we went our own separate ways. But then in 1988, we came together because people were saying, only time we get together is through when there's a death. Let's do something on an uplifting thing, okay? So we, when I say we, because community is what Stone Soul is all about. We took and went to Forest Park. We had Tyler Street, we had Union Street, we had Monroe, we had all the different streets all lined up, and you just went and sat there and listen, we took over something that wasn't ours because it wasn't in our territory. And we also at that time talked about Stone Soul Picnic. And then we said, whoa, back up and regroup. What does that word picnic mean? It was negative. Yeah. So we said, oh no, we're not gonna pick. I'm saying who's But anyway, then they said for us to come here to Blunt Park in our territory. And guess what, folks? We've been here for 35 years. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, Joyce Jones, who has now gone home to her father, president, for the legacy of not just her, but the legacy of the community. Join together. Stone Soul is located at 41 Colton Street, Springfield, Mass. We all need everybody's assistance, from the littlest thing to the biggest. Do you know we are noted as being one of the longest African American festivals in New England? So give yourself a round of applause, because you all are what makes Stone Soul. And we want you all to help keep it going. Put it in your hearts. Put it in your hearts about what legacy means. It means to pass on, not just to keep it.
Thank you. We also have her son, Jason Bland. We also want to remember Joyce Davis' legacy.
Well, thank everybody recognizing my mother as the delightful demeanor that she was. We just viewed the body. For everybody to know, she passed away on March 26th at 4:43 p.m. She's been struggling for a couple years with, different ailments and illnesses. She was 79 years old and lived a great life, and is leaving a hell of a legacy. As her favorite son, clearly I'm gonna represent. And just talk a little bit about, life is about what's left and what would he leave behind. And, just the amount of love that my mother was able to amass from this community and the work that she put in. I remember the living room in 1989 when the first Stone Soul was at Forest Park. She also inspired me to do a lot of things in the community. So, I carried the legacy. I think I carried the torch, as best I could. I love this city, I love the community, I love everybody in it, and I definitely do everything for the kids that I can, when I can. It's sad today, it's anger, because you know it's inevitable, but it's never a good time, They can be sick for years, but nobody ever said, oh yeah, that was the right time for her to die, So, I just appreciate everybody. I appreciate Stone Soul. Jay, I love you. Many times my mother tried to get you to talk to me when I was going left, and Jay went back and said, well, Joyce, I tried, but he's bad. I'm not sure what you're gonna do with him, but Lord knows we didn't have those struggles back in our day, But, there's a lot of people that she reached out, and she loved everybody. She ain't like some of you, I'm gonna be honest. It's just what it is, and you probably know it, because she wasn't really, she didn't hide her feelings very well. If she liked you, if she loved you, you knew, and if you were on the out, you were out, so. But we're here to represent. We're gonna do a celebration, so we're encouraging everybody to wear white, because white is a celebration, all the white parties, black is for mourning. And my mother didn't want sadness, so we're gonna honor her wishes, and we're gonna celebrate, you know what I mean? So, again, thank everybody from Stone Soul. Jay, thank you, salute you, love you.
Let's just keep the family up in prayer. And I didn't do this before. Let's do a brief moment of silence. All right, the next presenter we have is Counselor Tracy Whitfield.
Good afternoon, everyone. Nicole came through like a firecracker. I can't just stand there, right? So Nicole is a phenomenal community worker. Now, when I say she gets to work, she gets to work. So she's on the Mason Square C3 with us. She's been our administrator for what, 2 years now, Richard? 3 years? 3 years now. She's on the Juneteenth committee, the Juneteenth Jubilee committee that we started 4 years ago. She's on numerous boards, I think Libertas, Veritas Advisory Board. She's out in the community. She's with DBN. I mean, I could just go on the Hampden County Women's Commission. It's just so many things that she is into. And what I love about Nicole is I'm a firecracker. So I'll just like go off, jump off the ledge if something is going wrong. I'll be like, no, this ain't right, we got it. And she'll be like, calm down, we're just gonna get it done. And you need those type of workers behind you sometimes and in front of you. But what she did this past election season is put some sparks under all of us. You know, she came out, she ran for city councilor at large, and she came in 7th place out of 21. So that deserves a round of applause. She did an amazing job. It's hard raising capital. She raised all her own capital and just did a phenomenal job campaigning. And I see her walking through the door. That's why I wore this pink, y'all, because I didn't know where she was going to come in. So I was like, let me make sure I'm up to the standards of Miss Nicole Coakley walking in. Hey, come on up. Come on up. That's my homegirl in the community. You know, we know that, you know, we just need to have conversations, talk things out, and don't worry about what other people have to say. And that's what I love about her. We get together as women, black women in the community, and we stick together. Well, congratulations, Nicole, on the Legacy Award. Let's give her a round of applause, folks.
For the nomination of this Legacy Award. This means a lot to me, and being 43, didn't grow up in Springfield, and just here to leave an impression on the community, to let you know that I'm here, and I want what's best for our Springfield community, which is important. And it is important for us as females, and especially black women, to support each other. Yes, when I ran for council, people just felt like, oh, her and Tracy are just never gonna be together, like they don't like each other. That's a lie. We got an organization that we run together. We have no choice but to get along, but we'll figure it out. And it's important for us to continue to support each other, especially here in the community. There's so many things that's going wrong, but we gotta remember there's so many things that need our attention, and we cannot be selective in what we wanna give our attention to, because everything is important here when it comes to this community. We can't support one side and not support the next side, because when we talk about community, there's no unity, okay? There is unity within community. We gotta remember that we gotta support each other. I don't care where we come from, what your background looks like. We are not here to be God and sit here and say we're gonna sit here and say you are no good. I don't care what your past looks like. I wanna deal with you in the now so I can help you get to the next level, so you can be somebody or leave an impression here and let your story be that story that gets somebody to get to the next level in life. No matter what you've been through, locked up on drugs, I don't care. Nicole will meet you where you at and help you to get to the next level.
Have a picture over there with Jay Griffin Sr., please. Up next, we have presenter Bishop Naylor on behalf of awardee Reverend Willie J. Naylor.
All right. I thank God for just having an opportunity to present this award to my brother. He's a brother and a half. Amen. A good man. And I thank God for giving my brother an opportunity to show and manifest what he got in him. A good man. Thank God, amen, for this award, this Stone, amen, Soul, amen, award. Amen. Now my brother is a laborer in the community. He deserves everything that we can do for him. And I thank God for these men that stood in the gap for us that was a little bit younger and helped us make it over. And thank you so much, amen. Elder, keep up the good work.
All right, I ain't gonna sing, y'all. But if I have to, all right, what a blessing. Amen. But the day that we feel as though we deserve this is the day you need to go get another business. This is a sacred work, and we're on a mission. And there's so many that I just want to give honor to, right? When I see my brother, I was looking at him the other day, Jay, and I saw all of my fathers, all of my ancestors. And Bishop Naylor, you're a father figure to me. You've been a blessing to me, and I thank God for you. I just wanted to be able to, bring you some honor and some joy. Because if our father was here, our father was murdered in the streets of Springfield. His blood was spilt like a dog in these streets when he was 29 years old over on Dwight Street, murdered. And I promised, that I would try to give honor to his name, Commander. And I thank God that Bud Lee, Uncle Bud, was in place at a certain time. Because when me and my baby brother got in trouble, they said, go send him to Bud Lee. Because Bud Lee kept us out of jail. Because many times I should have went to jail, Andrew. But Bud Lee, when we had to go into that big man's office, I think I'd rather have took the bid at York Street than to have to go in that office with Bud Lee. But Bud Lee kept us out of jail. Thank you, Bud Lee. Thank you. I appreciate all of you, especially my baby doll, and I know I got to cut it short, and it's hard to cut it short because there's so many men of honor, Rich, but Jay, thank you. I remember one day, Jay, that's one boss I didn't fool with. I thank God for Jay because he hired me and Rich. Bishop said, Jay said, is there anything I can do for you, Bishop? And Bishop said, yeah, hire my brother. Jay opened that door for us. He took the chance on me and Rich. I served with Jay for 10 years. And then after that, I served with Richard Johnson for 20 years in community service. So thank you so much. I just thank God for you. So thank you, Holy Redeemer Cathedral family. Thank you, Stone Soul. I love you, Andrew. Thank you for opening the door so that my voice could be heard in the Pioneer Valley. I appreciate you because I love my community. This is my beloved city. And thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
Let's clap it up for Elder Willie J. Naylor. Congratulations. I'll be remiss not to also recognize my cousin Jay's wife, Frida Griffin, for putting together the food. They always say behind a good man is an even better woman, but I always say beside a great man is a great woman. So thank you. Also want to just be in remembrance to my cousin Jay, who passed away some time ago. He was a pioneer in basketball in our city and did a lot of great things, and someone that I personally looked up to coming up in the city. And he was a professional basketball player, so I also want to honor him as well. Yeah, he played with the Globetrotters, and he did a lot of great things in the city and made people laugh and had a great time. But he was also organized basketball. He was a great basketball player and a legend that we also want to recognize as well. But as we're moving on, clap it up. And again, we're talking about legacies and fathers, and Cousin Jay really laid a foundation for a lot of young men in the city. So that's legacy, and hence the Legacy Awards. So up next, we have presenter Richard Johnson, who wears the coolest hats in the city, one of the smoothest brothers in the city. And then the awardee is Richard Johnson. So his son, this is his son, never met his son. Okay. So awardee is Richard Johnson Sr., and then his son is presenter Richard Johnson. You got one of the coolest dads, man. Finally, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you to the many black and the black women and men who contribute to this city. My father is a man who wears many hats. Literally, he has a lot of hats. Y'all should see his closet. What I'm here for, most importantly, is to talk about his heart. One of the most precious lessons he has told me has been to take care of your life, to be aware of your surroundings, and realizing that also means being aware of yourself, giving yourself permission to experience what your feelings represent, and always keeping your eyes on the horizon. I'm proud of you. You told me that quality stands on its own 2 feet, and your legacy is nothing short of quality. So congratulations, and thank you for leaving behind a legacy and a template to be a good black man.
So they made the mistake of giving me a mic. First, giving honor to God. Want to say a couple of things. First, thank you, son, for those kind words. Want to say that legacy. When I first was called about the honor of receiving this award, my mind went to the fact that when you receive a legacy award, in my mind, that means you're done. That's it. Well, I'm not done. Let me just say that I'm not done. I still have a lot of contributions to make. But I want to thank, first and foremost, Jay Griffin. And I also want to thank Willie J. Naylor. Willie alluded to the fact that we were provided an opportunity to contribute to the city. And had that opportunity not been provided, had that door not been opened, had that chance not been taken by Jay Griffin on this guy whose history was less than stellar with regard to contributing to the community, my MO was to extract what I could as often and as deeply as I could. But provided this opportunity, I was shown a lot of different avenues that I could go, and that was as a result of Jay Griffin. Now, Miss Baker didn't know I worked for her for months. And we got a call one day, said, Jay, want to see you in my office right now. And bring that guy, Richard Johnson, with you. And she took him in the office first. I was out there and I was waiting 30 minutes. And I'm telling you, I'm sweating bullets because you could hear what's going on in there. And then she called me in and she told Jay, say, I don't know how you let this get by you. And she had my Corey and it went like that. And Jay said, but he's done this and he can do that. And I trust that he'll do this. And from that moment on, I knew I had an obligation to do my level best. And I've done that. Jay has provided not just an opportunity, but guidance. We, joke around and say under Jay's tutelage. But I have learned how to be a good man. I have learned that that doesn't just start with me. It starts with helping other people. And whatever comes back around is as a result of how you conduct yourself in this world. I appreciate you. I love you. You are my friend and mentor. You, Willie J. Naylor, legacy. Professionally, we are linked at the hip, it seems like. He has saved me from myself, and people have heard me say this often. I get a little salty with people. Jay and Will temper me. They help me understand that people are only going to be who they are. Who you are in response to that matters. And my response has been to go to my counsel, who has been Willie Naylor. And he'll listen to me vent and rant and rave, and then he'll say, well, now you have to go ahead and do the work. You still got to do it. And so I'll go about my business and get it done. I thank you for allowing me to get all of that ugliness out of my spirit, and you connect me. You're like a touchstone for me. Even though our roads professionally have did like this a little bit, they always come back. And you've always been there for me. Crystal is sitting over there nice and quiet and humble, but let me tell you, when it came to doing the work of case management and working with people's families, Crystal brought that gentle touch and helped me understand that listening is more important than giving solutions to challenges. And I thank you for that, Crystal. Crystal is Jay's daughter. She worked with us in case management, and I appreciate all that you contributed. I can go on and on, but I just want to say this Legacy Award is not the end, but it is a beginning. Andrew Cade, thank you so much, because there are, somebody said a moment ago that there are so many people who have by example and physically and otherwise opened doors and allowed people to move forward. In this community, oftentimes those are the people who aren't talked about. We don't lift them up very high, But guess what? This is the work that has to be done. We look at Lou Boynton sitting here. He has provided more opportunity for more people in this city than you'll ever know. Why? Because he knows it's necessary, but you won't know it. Why? Because he don't do it because he wants recognition. He does it because it needs to be done. Tracy Whitfield, Bud Williams, George Bruce, Commander, these are people who make moves that you never see, you know, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. James Arena in the back, listen, providing opportunities for people, young people, you know, India. Everybody in this room is here for a reason. While it should be packed out the door, the ones that are here are supposed to be here. Keith, guess what? We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Up next, 40 is Andrew K., The Voice.
Where are you from? Alabama. Let me tell you, Selma, Alabama made a big loss when Andrew came to Springfield, Massachusetts to attend American International College. When I first heard Andrew K. talk about Stone Soul and the black community, I said, yeah, that guy got it. And not only did he have it, he knew how to pass it on. But the other thing, he's accessible.
Yeah.
Everybody feels like they can talk to him.
Yeah.
As I went through my transition, since I've been in this wheelchair, and he said, well, he said, you don't have to leave just because you're in a wheelchair. So we're looking at a transition period.
Yeah.
I'm moving on, and Andrew's moving in. And we want to continue support for Stone Soul, but we want to recognize that Andrew has paid the price.
Yes.
And I ain't talking about 1 or 2 years. How long you been doing this?
A number, crazy.
And it's not official until Andrew says, welcome to Stone. Right? So Andrew, all I want to say is thank you so much. You got that plaque?
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
To all of the politicians who are here, to clergy, to the Stone Soul Festival committee, to the staff, good afternoon. This is indeed a pleasure to receive this Legacy Award. As Jay indicated, I've been at Stone Soul so long until this is my second Legacy Award. The second one, but this is, I tell you, the best one, Jay. For you to indicate that you would like for me to share in the majority of the responsibilities of Stone Soul is indeed an honor. Yes, sir. And I really, really appreciate what you have done through the years. Yes, sir. You know, it's very tough to give up something, relinquish something. Yeah. Particularly something you've done pretty much all of your life. I think this is the 34th, 35th year. Are you crying or are you crying? No, but you've done an excellent job. I'll give you a typical example. Jay, about maybe 3-4 years ago, I just reflected on this last year. And I told Jay that there was one experience that we had. The festival was getting ready to start. It was 11:45 a.m. We started at 12 noon. We had no money to pay anybody, none. We did receive a phone call at 12 noon, and that's where I told everybody, let's move forward. But you remember, Jay? We had no money. We got a phone call from somebody that we know very well. They said, let's move forward. But we've had several experiences like that through over the years. But I really appreciate you for what you've done and what you will continue to do, because you're not stopping. As I indicated to Jay about 5 days ago, just because you're in a wheelchair, you still have an excellent mind, and you're going to continue with that. And accepting this award today, there's 4 people that I would like to just acknowledge for their support, their leadership, and their guidance. One individual is none other than Jay Griffin. The other is former State Representative Raymond A. Jordan. The third is a person that just received an award yesterday, none other than Robert C. Jackson. And the 4th person is sitting with us today, State Representative Bud L. Williams. Got to tell you a little story about Bud L. Williams. We both went through the burning sands of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Going through those burning sands, I won't tell you what happened, but believe me, the sand was burning. So thank you very much, State Rep, for all that you've done for me. But just like to let everybody know that we are going to move forward with Stone Soul, with change and innovation. We're going to make Stone Soul the #1 festival, not only in New England, but in the world. But I'd just like to thank all of you for all of your support as we move forward. Remember, life is love. Enjoy it. Amen. Life is a gift. We want everybody, please, to give something back. Thank you.
All right, up next, we have presenter, our state rep, Uncle Bud L. Williams, and awardee, Jay Griffin.
I represent the best district in this Commonwealth of Massachusetts. State, I really do. I go back a long way with Jay. But I can't talk about Jay without talking about the Griffin family. I look over there and see Thelma, who Johnson Life Center, she ran the Johnson Life Center. Very smart, psychologist, very heavy. Dr. Andy Griffin, Bootsy, who convinced my wife to go back to school. We went to the IC. She became a PhD because of Brian Robinson's and Dr. Griffin's encouragement. Then talk about Billy Griffin. We used to work with Bill. We worked at the old set. I was a coach and he was a manager. We worked at the very playground together. Robbie, we used to hang with Robbie. I was young enough. Robbie had the jeans on and had a jean outfit on all the time. And you think of Albert, who played ball for me, and David, who was my backcourt partner at trade school, with the trade school together, we did trade school shout. Yeah. So, and the beat goes on. And certainly I'm in the streets and trying to hang with these guys, and C and J pull me aside. They say, listen, Blue Streets ain't meant for you. Go back to school, boy. They made me come here and go back. I was in state, left state, go to Westfield State, and to UMass. And because of this great man here, encouragement. Now, Jay he had me on so many assignments. He is, I think, going to take over the historical aspect of Stone Soul, which we really need. We need to know and understand our history. And this is one of the kindest, most gentle, and Jay, just lost the words. You know what you need. And every year I've been starting getting earmarks to Stone Soul, and I try to continue my little part and keep it in the flow. One of the first festivals was the Stone Soul Festival. Thank you, my friend.
When you come from a large family, you're used to going that extra step. We look out for each other. We don't have to be cutthroat. We don't have to take things from somebody. We can give. And the more you give, the more you'll give. I tell you that right now. The more you give, the more you'll get.
Everybody say Stone Soul.
All right.
Black people.